What's up, everybody? Celtic Gecker here, back with another video at those 10s and 20 views. We're finishing off my grading of the NFL draft by teams in their division, which means I will actually have to start coming up with actual videos for June before we get back into football in August. I have a baseball video coming down the pipeline. I have a anime of the month at least. I have a couple other video ideas I'm working on, trying to finish off the pieces for. But enough of that. Let's get started with the final division, the NFC West. I guess I went here instead of here. Whatever. Alright, starting off with the Arizona Cardinals. They needed O-line, wide receiver, edge, D-line, and corner. They did go 8-9, finished third. Is Kyler Murray the guy? That is the real big question. Can they actually get an offensive line? Get another receiver that will push Marvin Harrison Jr.? That division is wide open, in my opinion. Starting off with the defensive tackle. You can never go wrong with a big man up front. Will Johnson, corner from Michigan. Edge from Oregon, defensive end. Linebacker Coach Simon from Ohio State. Corner from Ohio State. Guard from Texas. Safety from Nevada. So you didn't really add any O-line, which was a big need. You didn't add a wide receiver. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give it a B because of the fact that it's like, yes, you did not add a couple of your biggest needs, but it's like you at least decided you went with the strategy, and this strategy can work. Let's fix one side of the ball, the defense. If people can't score, it doesn't matter if we can't score because they can't score either. So, and they also went like big man, like everything's the two corners and the safety are great. They hit all three levels, so don't hate that. Moving on to it should be the Los Angeles Rams, who won the division at 10-7. They needed linebacker, corner, offensive line, the tight end, and wide receiver. If I remember correctly, it was just they couldn't stay healthy. Quarterback is a question mark, and can they do stuff? And I've been using this thing as like an arm cover thing. I need to fix that so it stops falling off every time I move my arm. All right, let's see. They didn't have a first. Oh yeah, they traded out of the first. Got a first round next year from the Falcons. So that is a factor. Tight end from Oregon. Edge from Michigan. Running back from Auburn. Ohio State defensive tackle. Linebacker from Mississippi. And wide receiver from Pitt. You know what? Like, this is a B draft, but I'm going to give it an A just for the fact that they got a second first-round pick next year in a quarterback-heavy class, and they might need a quarterback. And it's like, hey, they did need a tight end. Replace it. They did need an edge, linebacker, a wide receiver, defense tackle. The running back is always going to be a question mark for picks. But I don't hate it. But with that trade alone, getting another first-round pick and then still picking up a decent tight end, kind of can't argue. That's not a bad strategy. Moving on to the San Francisco 49ers, who did just pay Brock Purdy. Too much? I don't know. But they D-line, edge, O-line, running back, and corner. Yeah, they lost a lot of people due to free agency, and that could hurt them. But this division is still wide open in my position, in my opinion. So let's see what they did. They drafted edge from Georgia. This is also, I really like that pick for them. Defense tackle from Texas. Linebacker from Oklahoma State. They like to stay in the middle of the country. corner from Western Kentucky, defensive tackle from Indiana, wide receiver from Mississippi, running back from Oregon, safety from Kansas State, quarterback from Indiana, guard from Iowa, and a wide receiver from Montana. You know what? This is, in my opinion, an A draft. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's at one. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 picks. That's 11 new chances of you hit a home run. You got another Brock Purdy. So that's good. But it's like, it's a lot of big key positions. Edge, defensive tackle, defensive tackle. It's like the only position that they doubled up on was wide receiver. Like, drafting a quarterback in the 7th, I'm not gonna say like, oh, you were planning on signing Brock Purdy. You drafted the guy in the goddamn 7th. Never an issue, because that's just saying, meh, we might need a backup. But it's like, you grab a couple of receivers. Never gonna complain about a late receiver. This could be speedster, punt returner. But yeah, this is an A draft from the Niners. This is one of those drafts that I think in like a year or two will pan out. Like, this isn't like I'm seeing instant they're going to win the division next year. But they have another draft like this, they could take over the NFC West for a good period of time. Moving on to the final team that we're going to be grading. Seattle Seahawks. Sorry. I don't know why it was there. Needed O-line. Yes, it did. Wide receiver, corner, safety, D-line. They did sign Sam Darnold, I think, prior to the draft. So it's one of those things where it's like they didn't need a quarterback, but I wouldn't be shocked if they drafted a quarterback. 10-7, so they weren't that far off. And they had Geno, so let's see what they did. Oh, the O-line, wide receiver, corner, safety, D-line. They went guard from North Dakota State. Big man. Never going to play about big man. Safety from South Carolina. Tight end from Miami. Quarterback from Alabama. Defensive tackle Riley Mills from Notre Dame. Wide receiver from Colorado State. Tight end from Alabama. Guard from Georgia. Running back from Miami. Offensive tackle from Iowa. And wide receiver from the University of Las Vegas. Nevada and Las Vegas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, with another like 11 pick draft. I'm gonna give the Seahawks the second S grade of this draft. Yeah, so that means the Giants and the Seahawks, in my opinion, had the best two drafts. Let me explain why. Fixed the offensive line, grabbed a big-time tackle who just decided to go to North Dakota State. I don't know if he's from North Dakota. We can find out. Yes, he did not play in, like, a traditional Division I football. Yes, he did not play at somewhere like Alabama. Oh, he's from South Dakota. So, yeah, he stayed close to home. But they needed to fix the O-line. Grab the safety, which is a lot of people had as the best safety. Like, him, Watts, and the other guy taking the first were the three best safeties. Good tight end. This right here, with Sam Darnold, is such a smart pick. Sam Darnold can run the offense. If Sam works out, great. If this kid can learn to sit in the pocket and throw like Lamar Jackson did, he could be the next Lamar Jackson. Riley Mills, really wanted him in Carolina. Really liked the guy. If he was healthy, he'd be a second round pick, most likely. Wide receiver, added weapons. Same with another tight end. That's like, with 11 picks, you get a pass on that. Second tight end. But this is also, it's the Alabama to Alabama. It's the comfort level right there. Another guard, another running back, offensive tackle line. It's like, okay, this isn't an S, this is A. I'm sorry. You lost points when you used the double guards, double wide receivers, double tight ends. But still, this isn't an A draft class. This is A plus, almost S. So, but yeah, no, I really like this pick. It's a lot of people, and it's like, if he pans out, will be amazing. If he's healthy, if he can come back healthy, he was a disruptive force there. You got a great O lineman, you got a great safety. This is a solid draft. I just don't like the second guard and the 2 tight ends. Especially if you could replace this with, let's see, offense left tackle, maybe. Just saying. All right, for the final time, the division rankings. We gave the Arizona Cardinals A, B. We gave the Rams an A. We gave the Niners an A. And the Seahawks came so close to our second S, but we give them an A. Overall, I don't think, I also the Falcons. I think the Falcons were the worst grade draft-wise. And the Giants are the best graded team out there. Everybody else, I just think, did a good job. There's a couple teams, Carolina, I think they just kind of had the opportunity to make smart picks that would have made sense, and they went with whatever they felt like the best choice was. Hopefully they were right and I'm wrong, but who knows. But that's it. That's all I have. I'll see you weird people later.